Jersey, adequate notice of this meeting of the Atlantic County Board of Commissioners was provided in the following manner. Published in the Press of Atlantic City and mailed to the Current, the Daily Journal, the Hamilton Gazette, and the Hamilton News, and has been posted on the bulletin boards in the county office building in Atlantic City, the Stillwater building in Northfield, and the county clerk's office in Mays Landing. And please note, litigation in the Atlantic County Superior Court regarding the recent election of county commissioners resulted in a court order Monday, January 4, 2021, revoking the certification of election of an individual for a county commissioner position and declaring a vacancy in that position pending the outcome of a specific election to be held in the future. In compliance with the court order, the individual's name has been removed from the record of the vote on any matter at this meeting, since that individual will not be voting or serving as a county commissioner at this meeting. I'd now like to introduce Deacon Robert Oliver of St. Joseph's Catholic Church in Summers Point, who will deliver the invocation.
Thank you. Please bow your heads and ask for God's blessing. Almighty God, you are the builder and creator of all things and have charged us with their stewardship and proper care. Together, we offer our prayer for your blessing upon this work, that we who have been elected commissioners by the people of Atlantic County may always act for the common good of those we serve, that you would enable us to draw upon the wisdom and experience of yesterday as we respond to the questions and concerns of tomorrow. God of peace, we invite you to preside over this meeting. Give us freedom to speak the truth boldly and always with kindness. Give us patience to listen openly and to understand without prejudging. Give us confidence to discover and explore new possibilities. Give us wisdom to discern what is right and good and just. Give us courage to participate in your ongoing work of creation. Father, please guide us so that this meeting can be productive and that our work here will be effective and decisive. Help us to engage in meaningful discussion. Allow us to grow closer as a group and nurture in spirit of cooperation rather than competition. Fill us with your grace, Lord God, as we make the sometimes tough decisions that will affect the people of our county. Though we sometimes have different opinions, give us unity of spirit. Help us to each listen politely as others share their points of view. Help us to work as a unified team in combining ideas for a great outcome. Help us to work as a whole, rather than as individuals trying to promote individual agendas. May we who are commissioners have the spirit of camaraderie and friendship in this room and work together on our shared blessing mission. And may the blessing of Almighty God, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit come upon you and remain with you forever. Amen.
Amen.
And I did not mean to imply I was a commissioner. I was just speaking on behalf of the group. Thank you.
Thank you, Deacon Oliver. We'll now have the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We will now, I am in receipt of certificates of election from the County Board of Canvassers, certifying the elections of Commissioners John W. Risley, Jr. and Karen L. Fitzpatrick. Commissioner John W. Risley, Jr. will be administered the oath of office by New Jersey State Senator Chris A. Brown.
Thank you, Sonia. I want to first of all thank the voters for the opportunity to continue to serve them. With me is Senator Chris Brown, my wife Dawn, and my sons, John and Harold. Chris?
It's an honor for me to be able to participate with all of you today. And as everyone already knows, we're very lucky to have John Risley and his beautiful family who have served this county so well, and we're fortunate they're going to continue to do so. And now if you're ready, put your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, John W. Risley, Jr.
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people, so help me God.
under the authority of the people, so help me God.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of the office
perform all the duties of the office
of County Commissioner
of County Commissioner
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's an honor.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We're done.
Did Senator Brown have any comments?
I don't know if I was heard earlier. I was pointing out how honored I am to be able to have been part of this ceremony here today, not just with the Risley family, but with all of you. And we all know how lucky we are to have John Risley as our representative. He works tirelessly, he cares, and he's there for all of us. And I am very happy for Atlantic County that we're fortunate to have John and his beautiful family back with us again. So I thank you for indulging me and allowing me to say that. I hope everybody has a happy and healthy new year. God bless.
Thank you, Senator Brown.
Yes.
We will now have Commissioner Karen L. Fitzpatrick, who will be administered the oath of office by New Jersey Lieutenant Governor Sheila Oliver.
Yes, thank you very much. I don't know if I'm having trouble with my video. I can see all of you, but I don't see myself on the WebEx. But
And
that is not going to deter us, Commissioner. And it's an honor and privilege for me to do the swearing in for Commissioner Fitzpatrick. You know, I come from the old school of the freeholder days, and I had a wonderful time representing my district in Essex County, New Jersey, as a freeholder. So I am well aware of the work that you do, and it's a pleasure for me to do this swearing in. So if you're ready, Commissioner, I will administer the oath.
Thank you very much.
Bear with me one moment, having a lot of technical problems here. I'll ask you to repeat after me. I, Karen Fitzpatrick,
Karen Fitzpatrick,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office
of the office
of Commissioner
of Commissioner
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
by my sacred honor.
Thank you. Congratulations, Commissioner.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. I appreciate you coming to do this for me today.
Oh, my pleasure.
Congratulations, Karen.
Thank you. Sonia, can I say a couple of things?
Absolutely.
Okay, so,
Absolutely.
first of all, I must thank my husband, Brian, and my family for their support in this journey with me, and everyone who supported my campaign to ask and listen to our constituents. And thank you, Lieutenant Governor Oliver, who practices listening and asking in her work in Atlantic City by creating an executive committee of community leaders and implementing the improvements outlined in Jim Johnson's report on Atlantic City. Lieutenant Governor Oliver is helping us to create a fairer and stronger Atlantic City, which can only help Atlantic County and New Jersey as a whole. I will continue my work in fighting climate change and repairing the damage that it causes, as well as ensuring our community has equal access to opportunities and the care people need. It's my hope that we can work together to think of new ideas to improve Atlantic County's standard of living and attract new endeavors that will offer 21st century clean growth and jobs to our residents, making the Garden of the Garden State a place where people will want to come to live a happy and prosperous life. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Lieutenant Governor Oliver, would you like any additional words?
Oh, well,
And
yes, first of all, I want to thank the Atlantic County Board of Commissioners for the work that they have supported, that we, the Murphy administration, are doing in Atlantic City. And I'm so glad that Commissioner Fitzpatrick made reference to Atlantic County, because the work that we are doing, while we are laser focused on Atlantic City, we are really talking about supporting, strengthening, and broadening the economic base of the entire region. Atlantic County and the contiguous towns that surround Atlantic City are an economic engine, not just for Atlantic County, but I like to remind people that Atlantic County contributes a great deal to the economic strength of our state. I have gotten to know the communities within the county. I often tell people that when I retire, I'm really thinking about coming to Atlantic County, to Atlantic City. I think that Atlantic County, as someone made reference to, is an agricultural gem. I have visited wineries and farms and, other kinds of commerce activities that are agricultural in nature. And I think that I'll talk to Doug Fisher, who is a vivid supporter of agriculture in this state, because I don't think the rest of New Jersey knows the position that you hold in terms of the furtherance of the activities in our state. Yes, we're all concerned about the hospitality industry within the county. It has been a tough hoe to plow in terms of COVID-19 and how it has affected the jobs in the region. Something that I lament every day is the fact that we have so many people who have lost their jobs within the county, or who are earning less money than they normally would be because of this pandemic. I want you to know that in the Murphy administration, we continue to prioritize Atlantic County, Atlantic City. The initiatives we are undertaking are all designed to support the growth in the county. We know that the tech center, Stockton, and all of the other things that are happening within Atlantic City really are to the support of the entire county. You will continue to have our support, my support. I'm extremely passionate about Atlantic City, and I don't mind putting my foot down to make things happen there. So thank you so much for your support, and I look forward to continuing to work with the board.
thank you, Lieutenant Governor. We will now have the roll call of the 2021 Atlantic County Board of Commissioners. Ballas,
Present.
Bertino,
Present.
Corsi,
Present.
Days,
Present.
Fitzpatrick,
Here.
Gatto,
Here.
Kern,
Here.
and Risley.
Here.
We will begin with our first resolution. To our public, anyone that would like to speak during public comments, please type yes in the question and answer box. You will be raised from an attendee to a panelist. When you're raised, please state your name and the town that you reside. The first resolution, number 1, nomination of chair to the 2021 Atlantic County Board of County Commissioners.
Madam Clerk, I would like to make an of Maureen Kern to continue to be our fearless leader and chairwoman of the Board of Commissioners. She's been a pretty steadfast leader through a very challenging year. Lots of issues to tackle, and has taken us through with grace and honor, and would love to see you continue to lead us, Maureen, as we come out of hopefully one difficult year and into an even better year ahead.
Do I have a second?
Yeah, Madam Clerk?
Yes.
Freeholder Bertino. Thank you. I'd like to nominate Commissioner Kern as well. I'd be happy to second her nomination to her steadfast leadership this last year. And I know her as a person. She's a valuable asset to Atlantic County, and she'll look out for the citizens of this county in a fair and balanced manner. Be happy to second her nomination.
Any further nominations?
Move to close.
Second.
All in favor to close nominations?
Aye.
Any commissioner comments?
Madam Chair, if I may. Madam
Commissioner
Clerk?
Corsi?
Yes, I'm somewhat confused here. And you know, it's the beginning of the year, it's our first meeting, and we talked in terms of nominations, but I heard my colleague from Hamilton, the west end part of the county, referred to himself again as freeholder. So most of us on the board are probably commissioners, and he is still under the umbrella of a freeholder. So I just wanted to bring that to the attention of my colleagues, that we are now county commissioners. But old habits are hard to break. But I figured I started the new year out picking with Jim Bertino from the western part of the county.
Thank you, Commissioner. I was just looking to see if you were paying attention or staring at the monitor again.
Any other comments from any other commissioners? Comments from the public? No comments from the public. Roll call. Ballas?
Yes.
Bertino?
Yes.
Corsi?
I'm in third lineup now. Yes.
Days?
Yes.
Fitzpatrick?
Yes.
Gatto?
Yes.
Kern? Yes. Risley?
Yes.
Congratulations, Chairwoman Kern. The meeting is now yours.
Okay, thank you. Many thanks to my colleagues. I look forward to serving the board as chairwoman in 2021. Our reorganization meetings each year give us an opportunity to acknowledge and thank those that support the entire board throughout the year. I'd like to thank Sonia and her team, Yagoda, Tara, and Pat, especially this year, as together we embraced technology to ensure that this legislative board was able to carry on our duties and have transparency in Atlantic County for Atlantic County residents. To Roger for his services, and to Jerry Del Rosso and his team, and to all the Atlantic County government employees, and to our county executive, Denny Levinson. I'd also like to acknowledge the residents of Atlantic County. 2020 by far was a very difficult year. Many lost friends and relatives to COVID-19 or its complications. Our residents continue to volunteer and help any way they can. I think through this entire year, it's been phenomenal to see the way everybody has come out, and whether it's making a phone call, it's food drives, it's just being so caring for everybody throughout our county. I'd like to ask we take a moment of silence in honoring those that are no longer with us due to our COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you.
Madam Chair, if I may, before you move on, I noticed that we honored those with COVID-19. I certainly think that we ought to, in honor and memory of our former Atlantic County Clerk, Mike Garvin, who, as most of us know, passed away this week, who was an outstanding clerk here in the County of Atlantic, and we certainly want to send our condolences to his family as well.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Corsi will take a moment of silence for them. Thank you, and thank you again, Commissioner Corsi. In 2021, as county commissioners, our duties and responsibilities to the citizens of Atlantic County take on new meaning. As we emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic, we have the duty to ensure that we provide the services necessary to residents and at the same time drive for economic recovery and growth in our county, and do so mindfully of our fiduciary responsibility to the taxpayers. 2021 will be a defining year for all of our county. Finally, I'm continually grateful to my family, especially my husband Jay, for his continued support now and in the future. And thank you again to all the commissioners. Okay, I guess that brings us to resolution number 2. Oh, I think you're on mute.
Nomination of Vice Chairperson to the 2021 Atlantic County Board of County Commissioners.
Madam Chair.
Yes,
Okay.
Commissioner.
Make sure
Sorry.
you heard. Yeah, I wanted to make sure you heard me.
Yeah, I did.
I'd like to place a nomination in the name of Commissioner John Risley for Vice Chairman for the Board of Chosen Commissioners this year.
I will happily second that nomination.
We have any further nominations?
Move to close.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor to close? Any commissioners' comments? Comments from the public?
No comments from the public.
Yeah. Roll call.
Ballas,
Yes.
Bertino,
Yes.
Corsi,
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Risley, and Kern.
Yes. Motion carries. Resolution number 3.
Informing the media of the 2021 regular meetings of the Atlantic County Board of County Commissioners.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and second. Any comments?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Yes, Commissioner?
The 6 p.m. meetings are no longer on the schedule. Everything's at 4 p.m. Why is that?
We did the last 2 years. When we first did the 4 p.m. meeting, we did it on a 6-month trial basis. We went into 2 years because we felt that that was important. Now that we've actually gone into Zoom, and we went down, Commissioner, and I applaud you for, going in and asking for the 6 p.m. again, but because we did try it years ago as well. The numbers aren't there. What I did do, as you know, to counteract this, they actually went down. Surprisingly, they went down when we went to Zoom. We'd have anywhere 2 to 3 on an average. Sometimes we'd have a few more. It just shows that people come out when there is an issue. So we have put together our communications committee. And with that committee, we're going to set goals on how to get the information of what we're doing out there. And I believe we have Commissioner Gatto and yourself on that committee.
Okay, I just think that we work for the people, and we should make, even though they don't always come, they should have the opportunity to come to the meetings in the off hours at least once a month. This is disappointing.
Do we have any other comments from the commissioners?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner?
let me state from the very outset, I will not be supporting resolution number 3. I would concur with my colleague Fitzpatrick. I'm a little disappointed that there'll be no night meetings. I know there's some folks who would love to see all day meetings, and that's fine and dandy. However, we still work for the public, and we need to be reminded of the fact it's not our convenience, but it ought to be the convenience of the public. And we get too complacent where we think that 4 o'clock meeting works for everybody, and it doesn't. I would certainly suggest to my colleagues today, when this resolution passed, because I know it will, that we revisit this in a couple months. If the pandemic is lifted and there's the opportunity to have a couple evening meetings, that this board will consider at least 1 or 2 for the year based on the pandemic at this particular time. It should have been, in my opinion, more conversation among all of us before this resolution was placed on the agenda. I know there was some talk about it among some of you, and that's fine. But let me remind each and every one of us that we work for the public, and therefore we ought to make our schedule sometime adjustable so we can serve the public's need. I would agree with the chairwoman that the numbers are down, yes, because of the pandemic. But I would, again, urge my colleagues in probably 4 or 5 months, let's revisit. And if we can, we'll move 1 or 2 of these meetings to a 6 p.m. And I don't think that's a whole lot to ask for. Since we elected by the people, let's do the right thing and attempt to adhere. Because let me be clear. When this pandemic is lifted, I have all intents on passing a resolution or presenting a resolution to this board that we go back out on the road into our various communities and hold freeholder meetings. A couple of years ago, we was talking about moving the freeholder office to Mays Landing. There was some scuttlebutter about that. But sometime if folks doesn't come to the building itself, let's take the meeting as we used to do. As they would say, take this show on the road. And once this pandemic is lifted, I will be introducing a resolution, at least in my district, I can't speak for everybody else, that we take those meetings back on the road when it is safe to do so. Keeping in mind that safety is all of our number one goal, or at least it ought to be. But I will not be supporting this resolution today because I think that this should have been conversations among all of us, not just a few of us.
Do we have any other commissioner comments at this time?
Madam Chair.
Yep, Commissioner.
So although the 6 o'clock meeting worked phenomenally well for myself, I just would like to speak on behalf of our clerk and county administration, who arrives at work at the county office building prior to 7:30 in the morning, and same with our clerk and the rest of the clerks in the office who are in at 8:30, and sometimes when our meetings go till 8:30 or later at night, it makes for a very, very long day, creating issues with either overtime or flex schedule and everything else. And as Commissioner Corsi said, during the pandemic, it makes total sense to have it at 4 o'clock. I'm definitely in favor of this at this point.
Thank you, Commissioner. Do I have any other commissioner comments? Okay, Commissioner Gatto?
Yeah, I just want to say that I did appreciate the effort that we made for the 6 o'clock meetings. I think the data supports that not the time of the meeting that drives attendance, it is the topics of the meeting. And I think the communication committee that you put together is a good one for us to make sure that the public is more aware of the topics that are being discussed, so that maybe we can encourage attendance. I think we've become extremely accessible by going online, which might be kind of a good outcome of the pandemic. And maybe one of the things we can talk about is how do we maintain that once we are back to some kind of quote unquote normal life. I support, Commissioner Corsi's idea to go back out into our communities. That was very important when I sat in the center chair. And I think it is a good idea to bring government to the people. But I think the data supports that it's not necessarily the time of the meeting topics, and I'll be voting in favor of the schedule as presented. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Do I have any other commissioner comments? Okay, so I just want to say that, yeah, we do have a problem, not necessarily problem. Maybe people are just disingenuated with government these days. I'm not really sure what the issue is. We go to Zoom, you would think even more people will come back on. But, I agree with Commissioner Gatto, what she's saying. What we're trying to do is get to the Communications Committee, find ways to get people to interact with us, and then the Communications Committee can make some recommendations. As we all know, we can make changes as we move forward, but right now we're looking forward to this committee to make some recommendations. Okay, we have no other comments from the commissioners. Do we have any comments from the public?
No comments from the public.
Okay, thank you. Roll call, please.
Ballas,
Yes.
Bertino,
Yes.
Corsi,
No.
Days,
Yes.
Fitzpatrick,
No.
Gatto,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
and Kern.
Carries. Resolution.
I'm sorry, did you say resolution number 4?
Yes.
Appointment of Maureen Kern as Atlantic County Representative to the New Jersey Association of Counties.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public?
No comments from the public.
Okay, thank you. Roll call, please.
Ballas,
Yes.
Bertino,
Yes.
Corsi,
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
and Kern.
Yes, motion carries. Resolution number 5.
Appointment of Frank X. Ballas, Atlantic County First Alternate Representative to the New Jersey Association of Counties.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Motion made and second. Any commissioner comments?
Madam Chair, he is still the junior the commissioner. He has earned a right that quick. Still a junior, but that's just a sidebar conversation.
Do I have any other commissioner comments? Any comments from the public?
No comments from the public.
Okay, roll call, please.
Ballas,
Yes.
Bertino,
Yes.
Corsi,
Protest, yes.
Days,
Yes.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
and Kern.
Yes, motion carries. Resolution number 6, please.
Appointment of Karen L. Fitzpatrick as Atlantic County Second Alternate Representative to the New Jersey Association of Counties.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and second. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public?
No comments from the public.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Ballas,
Yes.
Bertino,
Yes.
Corsi,
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
and Kern.
Yes, motion carries. Resolution number 7.
Appointment of commissioners to serve on various Atlantic County boards, commissions, councils for 2021.
Move.
Second.
Motion made and second. Any commissioner comments?
Madam Chair, just one comment. I noticed that the District 3 freeholder name is listed on at least my packet in the resolution, so just urge us to strike that name.
Yes, Commissioner, we were going to do that. That packet went out on Friday when Dr. Witherspoon was, in fact, the
Understood.
commissioner.
Any further commissioner comments?
So, Madam Chair,
Commissioner? Commissioner, yes.
Madam Chair, so with that note being switched over, I would assume, and may not be safe to assume with this board, but there will be 2 different names, at least 2 names added to these two committees, because we do not know how long that seat will be vacant. So I think it's important that those two boards have a member on them. So that's just my suggestion. And no, I'm not volunteering.
That's what
We're
you
gonna give them
do.
all.
I seen Commissioner Gatto over there thinking maybe he's volunteering, but no.
Okay.
I don't know if I was seasoned enough.
I think in short order, the chair will find two replacements, correct?
Yes, we will.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your comment. Do we have any other comments from the commissioners? And from the public, do we have any comments?
No comments from the public.
Okay, roll call, please.
Ballas,
Yes.
Bertino,
Yes.
Horsey,
With that necessary change, yes.
Days,
Yes.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
and Kern.
Yes, motion carries. Resolution number 8.
2021 temporary budget.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any commissioner comments?
I have a question, please.
Yes, Commissioner?
This temporary budget is 25% of the budget, is that correct?
26.5.
26%. So this is to cover the first quarter of the year of 2021? Yes.
Correct. Correct.
Includes the suggestion or the request that I made at the budget committee meeting for money to have social service, or really a food distribution in the first and second quarter.
Just so you know, the money that we're using for distribution is through CDBG funding, which is awarded to the county and is administered by ACIA. So those are the funds we've been using. We have been using county tax dollars through our regular general purpose tax.
Okay. So the answer is yes, that's going to happen in the first.
Yes, but through CDBG, correct.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Jerry.
Okay, thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Commissioner. Do I have any other commissioner comments or questions? Okay.
Madam Chair, I will say that to Jerry and his team and Bonnie, et cetera, has done an outstanding job in terms of putting the 2021 budget together with our surplus, et cetera. They have, in my opinion, have kept us all abreast of what's happening, where we at in terms of finances, et cetera. But it should go noted that Bonnie and her entire team has done an outstanding job in the budget committee under the leadership of Commissioner Gatto. We have been right up on it, and they have provided us the necessary information, and I want to thank them publicly. Continue to do what they do to make us look good.
Thank you, Commissioner. Very well said, because they have brought on quite a few more additional responsibilities due to the pandemic. So thank you for your comments. Do we have any other commissioner comments? Do we have any comments from the public?
No comments from the public.
Okay, roll call, please.
Ballas,
Yes.
Bertino,
Recuse.
Horsey,
That's some clandestine, yes.
Days,
Yes.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Risley,
And that's
Yes.
hysterical.
and Kern.
Yes, motion carries. That brings us to resolution number 9.
Depositories and cash management plan for the County of Atlantic 2021.
Move.
Second.
Motion made second. Any commissioner comments? Seeing none, any comments from the public?
No comments from the public.
Okay, roll call, please.
Ballas,
Yes.
Bertino,
Yes.
Horsey,
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
and Kern.
Yes, motion carries. Resolution number 10.
Establishing petty cash funds for various departments and divisions of Atlantic County 2021.
Motion.
Second.
Motion made and second. Any comments from the commissioners? Seeing none, any comments from the public?
We have someone, Keith Thomas. You have a Keith Thomas that wants to speak. There wasn't a text box. Can he be raised? We're going to raise Mr. Keith Thomas for comments, Chairwoman Kern.
Okay.
You may speak, Mr. Thomas.
Can you hear me? Can I speak now?
Yep, yes.
Oh, hi. This is Keith Thomas from Linwood. I was wanting to comment about the meeting times and the communications. You want the public to be more engaged, which is great, but I don't think the message is out there for the public to be aware of these meetings and the times and so forth. As a public person, you have to search it out to find out when it is and where it is, how to get into it. There's no push out to the public to make them more aware of when these meetings are happening and what's going on. So I just think you want more engagement. Not only does the time have to be a suitable time for public, but they have to be made aware. Now this meeting I got to attend because there was a Facebook posted that I had seen and I had expressed interest in it. Otherwise, I would have missed this meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. We greatly appreciate your input, and these are the types of things we really want to look at.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any other comments from the public?
No other comments from the public.
Okay, roll call.
Madam
Ballas?
Chair, whoa. Madam Chair,
Commissioner Corsi?
I think that in all fairness to the clerk and to the administration, I think it should have been noted from the chair to that gentleman that those meetings are posted in the paper. And yes, we probably have to do a better job in terms of getting the message out, but I don't want that gentleman to think that we're not posting meetings, or not that he really indicated that. It's on the website. And most folks know that every year there's reorganization, and every other week there's a freeholder meeting, for example, or commissioners meeting now. But I think that gentleman needs to know that it is published. We just passed a resolution to make sure that it's published in the paper, etc. I think his other point was about meeting time. So I think it's accurate to let him know it is posted, and the clerk does an outstanding job in terms of the administration as well to notify the public when our meetings are. So I just wanted the gentleman to understand that it's not being not advertised. It is.
Thank you.
This is Keith Thomas. Can I speak again?
Sure.
It's on your website, and most people today don't read the paper anymore. They just don't. They get their news via social media. So I agree that you're making it out there, but I have to go searching to find it. I don't get anything in the mail periodically to remind me about it. There's nothing, I don't think you're doing enough to reach the public. It's why. How many people do you see attending this meeting besides me? And then I couldn't speak, but I didn't know how to get it to work to speak. So if somebody else is on here, they may be having the same issues I'm having. So I'm just saying the communication process needs some enhancement.
So noted.
Yeah, very much noted, Mr. Thomas, which is why we set up that committee. That has not been set up in previous years. So we are trying to do that. There are other members on, including yourself this evening, probably a little few more than what we have seen. But yeah, we are looking to address those issues, and we appreciate your input. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all I want to say.
Thank you. Do we have any other commissioner comments or comments from the public? Okay, roll call, please. Have a roll call? You're muted.
Ballas?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's another question?
Sir?
So does that person want to speak or they're just making a statement? Someone concurring with Mr. Thomas.
Okay.
Um,
We can go back to public portion too. They need to speak.
all right, I'll do the roll call.
Yes, please.
Ballas?
Yes.
Bertino?
Yes.
Horsey?
Yes.
Days?
Yes.
Fitzpatrick?
Yes.
Gatto?
Yes.
Risley?
Yes.
And Kern.
Yes, motion carries. Resolution number 10.
I think we're at 11.
Resolution number 11.
Yes. Resolution adopting the governing body certification of compliance with the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission's enforcement guidance on the consideration of arrests and conviction records and employment decisions under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Motion made in second. Any commissioner comments? Seeing none, do we have any comments from the public in reference to this resolution?
No comments from the public.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Ballas?
Yes.
Bertino?
Yes.
Horsey?
Yes.
Days?
Yes.
Fitzpatrick?
Yes.
Gatto?
Yes.
Risley?
Yes.
And Kern.
Yes, motion carries. That concludes the written portion of our agenda this evening. Before I announce the people, the dignitaries, I want to read Denny Levinson remarks that he's asked us to read this evening. Good afternoon, County Commissioners and guests. Welcome to the first meeting of the Atlantic County Board of Commissioners. Congratulations to our re-elected members, Commissioners Karen Fitzpatrick and John Risley. Like most of you, I'm happy to put 2020 behind us and look forward to a better 2021. While we continue to face many challenges related to the pandemic and our economic recovery, I am confident that we can work cooperatively for the best interests of our residents. Together, we will ensure that Atlantic County remains the best run county in the state. My best wishes to all for a healthy, happy, and productive new year. And then I'd like to recognize the dignitaries today. We had Lieutenant Governor Sheila Oliver, we had Senator Chris Brown, Assemblywoman Jean Stanfeld of District 8, EHT Andrew Parker, and Ashley Bennett. We had Ashley Bennett, a former commissioner, freeholder, Keith Davis, the Atlantic County director of the Republican Club, and that's all that I see right now. If I miss somebody please let me know. Okay, we'll now open the public comments portion. Anyone that would like to speak, please type yes in the question and answer box. You'll be raised from an attendee to a panelist. When you raise, please note that your name and the town you reside. Do we have any comments from the public?
But it does not appear that we have any comments from the public. Maybe we'll give them a couple of minutes to type in the question and answer box. Yes, I don't want to move too fast and someone doesn't get an opportunity to speak. Michelle Post. We're raising Michelle Post.
Okay. Michelle? Ms. Post, can you hear us? We're not hearing you yet.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hi. I was hoping you guys could address how quickly the special election will happen. Does it have to happen as per the governor's executive order? I think it was 221 where he set a specific time in April. Do you know if that's going to be the time for the special election for the unfilled seat?
I am not familiar with any of the timeframes. I don't even know that it's being addressed. I'm going to ask Roger, are you familiar with any of the what's going on with that?
I am, yes.
Okay, thank you.
The executive order is, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. Executive Order 211, which was issued by the governor back on the 21st of March, just before Christmas, is an omnibus order that relates to all pending elections of any nature, including a special election, and defers them until April 20, at which time, in accordance with the current wording of Executive Order 211, all such pending elections are to occur at one time. Whether that will change or not, I don't know, but that's the current status.
Okay, so what will the county, what is the county going to do to prepare? Oh, I guess that's not really the county, though. That would be in terms of the clerk and the Board of Elections, right? Would the county itself have any role in terms of educating the public about it? You know, how can we get information out to the public? I'm with the press, and you know, how can we let people know what to expect with this special election, I guess, who live in the district?
Right. Well, the election board will be very active in that regard, and I'm sure that the Board of Commissioners will be very supportive of the Board of Elections in getting the word out as well as can be done under the circumstances. It's kind of a new game in town at the point in time.
Mm-hmm.
That's never happened before, so we're not really quite sure exactly what the procedures are that'll be followed, and we're going to have to wait for some guidance from the state.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Michelle. Do you have
For
anything
sure,
else?
am I accurate to say we know for sure it wouldn't happen before the 20th of April? Is that accurate to put that in the paper?
As it stands now, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Do you have anything else for the board?
That's it for me. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Do we have any other comments from the public?
Mr. Parker wants to speak. We have a message. Congratulations to the re-elected commissioners, wishing everyone a very happy new year. No one else wishing. And another message wishing congratulations to Commissioner Fitzpatrick on your re-election, Jamie Costello. And that's all we have in terms of the public.
Okay, now it's time for any commissioner comments. Do we have any comments?
Madam Chair, if I may.
Commissioner Corsi.
Let me, first of all, congratulate the two commissioners who have been duly re-sworn in and elected to serve the residents of Atlantic County. We certainly continue to look forward to working with you. As I often tell people, this is not a D or R or an I. This is a business about the people of Atlantic County in which we are duly elected to serve. And so there'll be times when we agree to disagree, but at the end of the day, remind us all why we are here and what is our real purpose, and not get caught up in party affiliations going forward. The other thing is that we certainly can thank and wish the Lieutenant Governor and our state senator for taking the time out of their schedule today to come to minister the oath of office to our two colleagues. Unfortunately, I thought that Dr. Thelma Witherspoon would have been taking the oath of office today, but because of the 11th hour, as I call it, moved by the courts striking that election, it's unfortunate, in my opinion, that the voters District 3 vote has basically been throwing out of the door. The election was held 2 months ago on Sunday, and unfortunately, the day before the reorg, the election was declared non and void. Moving forward, whether it's brought on appeal or whether it will be an election. Both sides of the aisle, I'm sure, will try their best to get their people out to the polls to vote for their candidacy going forward. I don't think in the history, and Sonia is probably on this line, the clerk has probably been here longer than any of us in terms of at the freeholder board, where it's been 8 members and an election has been turned over. I could be wrong, but I've never witnessed it as long as I've been around with the late Lillian Bryant and the Lawton Nelson and Charles Garrett. But it is what it is. We're in different era, different charted water. But the voters spoke. The judge saw different. He called for another election. It is what it is. Saying that, I also want to say that, and let the record reflect, I have the most utmost respect for Judge Marzak. Outstanding individual. Family is well known throughout this county. I just did not agree with that decision, but he's the judge, and I'm on this side of the bench, as they would say, and that's why he's been duly given that authority to make a decision. I wish it would have stayed the way it was, but it didn't, and so we move on. I did speak to Dr. Witherspoon yesterday, the way attending the funeral of one of her relatives. She seemed to be very upbeat. Did not like the outcome, but you move on. She's upbeat about it, and in terms of considering a challenge appeal to the judge's decision, but be as it may, we move on with 8 members of the board. And I made a jokingly comment today, Chairwoman. What happens in the event that the freeholder board came to a 4-4 tie? And I had to respond back by saying, there's no damn way in hell this board will come to a 4-4 vote when there's majority Republicans on the board. So that'll never happen. You can bet your last dollar on that part. But,
Commissioner.
Yes. Yes, Commissioner, I stand to be corrected. We got to get used to it. But let me just say these 2 more things and I'm done. I want to thank and congratulate the new mayor of the city of Pleasantville, Judy Ward. As most of you know, she is the first African-American, and not only the first African-American, but the first female mayor in the Atlantic County area. She took oath the other day, I believe it was Friday, January 1st. We certainly congratulate and wish her well, certainly as a district in which I represent. And we certainly wish Mayor Tweeder well in his retirement for the outstanding job he did in the city of Pleasantville on behalf of its residents. Also, I want to just make note, tomorrow at 4 p.m. in City Hall Council Chamber, the Honorable Governor Phil Murphy, will be ministering the oath of office to Marty Small Sr. As you know, this year coming, this 2021, Mayor Small would have ran for 5 elections in 2 years. So he's finishing up the last year of the former Mayor Gilliam, and now this year in June, he has to run for the 4-year term. So I don't think anybody has run 5 consecutive elections in 2 years as Mayor Small. But again, 4 o'clock tomorrow in the City Council Chamber, Governor Murphy will be ministering the oath of office to Mayor Marty Small Sr. It will be up on the city's website live by way of Zoom. I do not have that information in front of me, but you're certainly welcome to participate by way of Zoom if you choose to do so. With that, thank you so very much, Madam Chair. I wish all my colleagues, all commissioners, all 8 of us, a happy and prosperous New Year. We pray that you stay safe and that, remember, safety should be all of our number 1 goal.
Thank you, Commissioner. Do I have any other commissioner comments? Commissioner Gatto?
Madam Chair, thank you. I want to echo some of those comments. Congratulations to our re-elected commissioners and to our chairwoman and our vice chairman. It's going to be an honor to serve with all of you again for the coming year. I wish Lieutenant Governor was still on the line. I would have liked to have put a couple requests out to her while we had her ear. But one of them, and perhaps we as the budget committee can think about this for our next meeting, is potentially getting a resolution together encouraging the state to continue the funding for many of the COVID-related expenses that expired on December 31st. As you know, if we do not get that funded via the state or the federal government, where those sources of funds were coming from, that will be something that we will have to figure out in the county budget, whether it is a taxpayer incurred expense or, something has to get cut. So I'd like for us to make sure that we're encouraging our state elected officials to take that up as a first order of business in the new year as we go through the budget process. I think we have a lot ahead of us in terms of the vaccination process, which started today in Atlantic County by the government. All the information continues to be on our website, and we would encourage everybody to make sure they're visiting our website regularly. And to the public that is listening, I know I posted about our meeting today. It seems Karen also did. So just would encourage members of the public to go out and follow any of our social media pages. I think we all do a pretty good job of trying to get information out to the public via our pages. So just want to encourage everybody to take a look there, and looking forward to a prosperous 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Gatto. And I also want to add, I'm not sure if you said that we have, in the state of New Jersey, you can pre-register for a vaccination as well. And then you'll be told later when you can actually, when it's time for you to register. Do we have any other commissioner comments?
Hey, Madam Chair, didn't I read yesterday in the paper where 2 pharmacies in the local area, Galloway and is it Galloway and Absecon, or is it Summers Point, will be doing the vaccination shots? I don't want to say ShopRite, but was it Walgreen or something?
I'm not sure the exact ones, but yeah, there was notation. Again, we can go right on the site and see under the New Jersey COVID site has a dashboard that has quite a bit of information there. Be patient on when you're registering, because I was doing that today, and it takes a little bit of time. I'm sure there's quite a bit of people on. Commissioners. Commissioner
Madam Chair, just a couple comments. Thank you. First of all, I want to congratulate Commissioner Fitzpatrick and Commissioner Risley on their re-election, and I thank Lieutenant Governor Oliver for her comments about not only Atlantic City but Atlantic County. And it's great to know that the state is aware of our dire economic shape, not only of the local municipal budgets, but of the residents of Atlantic County as well. As much as we've tried to diversify our economic opportunities, we're still heavily relying upon tourism and hospitality. So it was great to hear that as well. I also want to encourage anyone from the public who is still listening, Mr. Thomas and others, please email us, reach out to us, and let us know your ideas about how we can get the word out about the job that we're doing here on the county commissioners. Maybe we establish our own social media page. I'd hate to give more work to Sonia, Pat, and Yagoda and others in our office, but maybe we establish a social media page. I'm only hesitant not only because of adding to the workload, but I know even talking to parents of my students, a lot of them are trying to get off of social media. They're just overwhelmed right now with the negativity that's out there. They're relying primarily on email communication with their teachers and with the school administration. I'm glad that Ms. Post is on the meeting today. We lost Channel 40. The press isn't what it was, and again, it's not her fault. Their ad revenue was down all over. I tried to share some information about press articles, and that people need to register on the press website to view them online. So we all need to kind of work together. That board that's up, I think, is a great idea to try to get ideas and information out to the public. But I want to encourage the members of the public who are here to email us and continue to stay in touch. Our reorg meetings are always one of our most well-attended meetings of the year. And every year I say, please continue to stay in touch. And every year, people come out when there's a controversial or a topic that's close to their heart. And otherwise, we don't see them again. So I do want to encourage them to please stay involved.
Thank you, Commissioner. Do we have any other commissioners want to speak? Commissioner Risley.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, Happy New Year to everyone. Those of us who serve on the Budget Committee got a little glimpse into this year's budget. And we're going to be facing a lot of challenges. So we have a lot to deal with in 2021. You, Maureen, did a great job leading us this past year. I know you'll continue to do a great job. I've worked with a lot of freeholders over the years. This beginning my 20th year of service to the residents of Atlantic County. And I thank them for their continued support. Looking forward to the challenges and us as county commissioners stepping up to the plate and coming up with solutions. And that's what we're all about. We're here to serve the public. So with that, thank you, and may everyone have a happy, safe New Year.
Thank you, Commissioner. Do we have any other?
Madam Chairwoman,
Our junior commissioner ballots.
I had to wait till almost last. And just want to wish everyone a happy and healthy New Year. Again, it's of utmost importance to everyone to stay safe, wear your mask, keep your social distancing, and we will all get through this, God willing. Want to congratulate Commissioner Fitzpatrick and Commissioner Risley, and also you, Madam Chairwoman, for being our chairwoman, our leader, and we will lean on you, rely on you to lead us forward through this trying year that we're going to have. Hopefully, it's much better than last year. Speaking of the vaccines, I just hope that the state is able to move teachers up the line to get teachers vaccinated as quickly as possible, because it's very important to get our children back into schools and not relying on them learning online. It's very important. I think they're missing something by not being in the seats in the schools, and getting the teachers vaccinated as soon as possible, I think is paramount. And I know if Atlantic County has anything to do with it, I think that can and should happen. And again, I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of my colleagues, and expect exciting things this year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner. Do we have any other commissioner comments? Seeing none. Okay. Okay, that ends for the evening. I just want to say that we look forward to 2021, working with everyone, and truly hope that we all can get back together very soon. I want to make one statement in that there's many issues that throughout the months as we go through the year that we all bring up. January is Human Trafficking Awareness Month. The 11th is to have everyone recognize the importance of combating human trafficking by wearing blue. So we just try to, again, bring recognition to, to types of issues that we deal with throughout this county, especially. So, any other comments? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Made in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.